The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously.
Welcome to the Autumn Wind Wildcard round in the NFC. We have Philadelphia versus the Rams today, and we just got a game number. We're going to give them a second to connect here, and then we will connect. While I wait that out, I'll switch us over to entire screen. And we get where they haven't connected yet, so we will wait a moment before we try to connect. Let's take a look at the playoff bracket. Thanks to Ken, we have this to take a look at. So far, we've had in the AFC, the Raiders advance over Grand Rapids, and this morning, the Giants defeated the Jets. In the National Conference, the Falcons got by Shreveport. That's the team I coach, the Atlanta Falcons. And tonight, of course, we have the Eagles and the Rams. The winner of this game, it depends on who wins and who gets who. If the Eagles win as the higher seed than the Falcons, they would face the Browns, and the Falcons would face the Chargers for the third time this year. If the Rams win, then they will face the Chargers as the lowest seed remaining, and the Browns would face the Falcons. So that's the way it goes in the NFC. We'll get into the AFC a little bit later as well. Let's see if we can connect here. Nope, not connecting. Double check my game number. Okay, put it back in there. Still, we wait. Let's see. Is Michael online? Michael is online, so we should be good here shortly, we hope. And we can have kickoff. Eagles got the higher seed thanks to a 12-4 record in the regular season. The Rams came in at 10-6, finishing in third place in their division, but earning the wild card. It's a formidable team. We have two really good matchups, two good teams tonight. The Rams come in with a good run defense and excellent pass defense, and the Eagles are good. And that means we're in for a pretty interesting battle in that way. On the offensive side, Patrick Mahomes leads the way for the Rams, while Kirk Cousins, who's been there for a while now for Philadelphia, is the quarterback for the Eagles. We'll check that same game number. If I've memorized it now, I think that's right. Yeah, we're probably going to get a new game number if I had to guess. So over in the AFC, let's cover that while we wait here in our pregame work here. Over in the AFC, the number 1 seed is Montreal. Number 2 seed is Houston. The number 3 Giants advance and the number 4 Oakland Raiders advance. So we've gone chalk so far. That means 1 plays 4. Montreal will face the Raiders, and the Oilers will face the Giants in the divisional round, so to speak, second round of the Autumn Wind playoffs. So those matchups are set, and this, of course, will close out the wild card round. We're going to take another look here, see if we can get a game number. Hello. Okay. So yeah, we'll have a new number here shortly. We'll get ready to punch that in. A couple stats stand out for these squads. Philadelphia, 4th in the league in defensive yards against at 270. 6th in the league in yardage margin, plus 46. Came in 2nd in the league in points against per game, 15.1 points per game. There's our new game number. And Michael's not in. I should let Michael get in there first. It shouldn't mess it up, though. And we have a joiner. Welcome to the broadcast, Tim. If you can hear me. Okay, let's give it a shot now. No luck. Let's see. Tim, feel free to sit back and watch if you'd like. There's also the YouTube feed as well if you want to watch, but we'd love for you to join if you're able. It is always nice to have the YouTube feed. I know as a viewer, I like it. Sure thing, Tim. Feel free to listen along because it's just so easy to connect on your phone, walking around, versus you can go and stream on your phone too, of course, but YouTube just gives you that versatility that you can actually do other things, keep that game going and check your email at the same time or do whatever you need to do, and the game's still there, and you can always expand it. You can always bring it down. All right, I'm just going to sit back. I think everybody out there, if you're watching and trying to join as well, just sit back and let these guys connect here. Typically, all of us have sort of our little superstitions about connections and whatnot. Bottom line is it should work. It shouldn't matter who's in there first. And there's Claude sort of carrying on a similar sentiment there. But let's just sit back and let these guys connect. Take a puff of the cigar. Cigar tonight is my usual Romeo and Juliet Reserve. Hopefully it lasts the whole game. The way that it's going right now, I'm not so sure. I might have to pace myself. I need another water as well. We'll see. And that reminds me, I probably should get a little bourbon while I think of it. So stand by. I'm going to pour that out. Just going to go with the generic Buffalo Trace tonight. Neat. And we have another game number. I'm going to give it 30 seconds. Okay. And we wait. 10, 9, 8. All right. Let's give it a shot. Nope. So we wait longer. Not much going on in the world of sports this weekend. A lot of college basketball games, which I like. 149 games today. But certainly a more barren weekend. One of the most barren weekends of all. I'm a big NHL fan, but I'm not into the All-Star stuff at all. You couldn't pay me to watch that. So it's a good night for an autumn wind playoff game. I'd take that over anything that's out there, even though Syracuse is on tonight. I believe they are. Yeah. I'm from Syracuse. I didn't go to Syracuse, but I'm from Syracuse. And if you grew up in Syracuse in the 80s like I did, there's no way that leads you for the rest of your life. You are stuck being a Syracuse fan. So I'll get that onto one of the TVs here in the background. don't know how I didn't have it on earlier. Where is it? Please tell me it's not online only. Ugh, it's the worst. I could go on and on about streaming sports. Hey, I can deal with streaming. I stream a lot, but college basketball is bad. Just bad. And the reason it's bad is because just about every service is so delayed. The latency is so good, it's so long. Doesn't matter doesn't matter how good your internet speed is. That it's really not a live broadcast. All right, we're going to give these guys a second here. Before we join again, that'll give me a second to look for the SU game here on ESPN Plus or whatever the heck it calls itself. Oh, you know what? It's probably on CW. Oh, I can't stand the ACC. The worst. I'm in a market that does not have CW. Oh. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Great. Well, all right. Enough of that. Let's see if we can connect here. We can't. Come on. What on earth? Reminds me when the lights went out in the Super Bowl, 2013 it was, right? Yeah, 2013 when the lights went out in the San Francisco-Baltimore Super Bowl. And SNL, SNL doesn't have too many good skits these days, or even 10 years ago. But they did a skit of the studio team for CBS just trying to kill time until the lights came back on. Maybe we should play that in the background while we wait here. Typically, and I don't have it ready for Autumn Wind in the USFFL, which is a great stock league. Really, it's so well run. It reminds me of Autumn Wind in that way. It's just so well run. And there's a few of us in Autumn Wind that are in that stock league. I do a lot of broadcasts over there. Did a lot more last year than this year. Just been busy with other things, but I have things in the can to run for delays like this, like a scroll of all the champions with a lot of nice music and all the rest. I don't have that here, so I'm going to have to do my James Brown imitation and try to kill some time. But really what I want to know is what's really going on. So we're going to check Slack here. Okay, so they're having just regular old connection problems, it seems. It is amazing. Just think about the Syracuse game that I can't get. I mean, the amount of money I spend on TV is way, way too much. Okay, with all the silly ESPN pluses and all the rest of them, and I really like watching sports. I'm broadcasting this from sort of my cigar room, which has a window, a glass window that looks into like the TV room where there's 8 TVs currently. Usually there's 10, but now there's 8 TVs in there. And despite having all of that, I still can't get the game. I mean, we've gone backwards. We've really gone backwards. All right, we're going to give them a second again. We have a number here from Michael. Somewhere. Okay, shall we give it a shot? All right, let's do it. Oh, Duke is typing. So let's see. That worked. All right, so we're going to head on in. We are there. Look at that. Sorry, I forgot to sort of magnify my screen, so it's a little bit small maybe to view for some of you on YouTube, perhaps. But you should be able to make it out. And we have the Rams with the ball. And Philadelphia has yet to kick off. Rams finished 28th in the league in returns, averaging 16.3 as a team. That's 28th in the league, and against Philadelphia came in 12th in the league at 20.4. Very few got through, mostly touchbacks. Only 10 returns against this team, so all but 10 have been touchbacks. So we assume a couple squibs and onside in there. Usually Brandon McManus is taking it for a touchback. And here come the Rams. First and 10, 25-yard line. Here we go. This is a formidable team, no doubt. I faced them twice. Didn't enjoy it. Was lucky to get away with a split. But you can see it right there. Dobbins and Mahomes is just a lethal combination. Michael tends to, as he sort of alluded to in a post-game of the Falcons game a couple days ago, as we see a blocking back versus a 4-3, he mentioned that he has Breece Hall in another league. We have a guessed wrong short pass, and it's 14 yards for Gesicki up to the 39. He mentioned he has Breece Hall in another league, and he just runs him. Runs him. Make sure he gets his carries out of him. Where I tend to look for high leverage situations for Breece Hall. I think Michael's philosophy kind of carries over here to Dobbins as well. Tend to see him use him early and often. Short pass Gesicki. Guessed right this time. One blitzer of consequence. 4 men in zone. Almost intercepted, incomplete, just missed. 2nd and 10. It was on Mahomes' card. 2 through 5, 12 split. Came up on a 6. 2nd and 10. Michael came into the game, and it's in the regular season, as the 3rd highest propensity to run in autumn wind. 47% of play calls were running, and you see passing to start. Short pass, more incomplete. That good defensive card, 4 men, makes it a 3rd and 10. It's powerful when you can run with success with Mahomes. Makes Mahomes all that much better. And it's true. He came in under 80% and guessed right passing at 77% for the year. Good for 13th best in the league. And with Mahomes, that's a pretty good number right there. Just 77%. To stay below 80 with Mahomes is a nice number. That's a testament to Michael's play calling and, of course, to his primary back, J.K. Dobbins. Dobbins runs to all 3 zones. He finished top 29 in all 3 run categories. 20th in line buck attempts, 29th in off tackles, and 6th in end runs. Don't expect a run here, as indeed Javonte Williams has checked in on this 3rd and 10. In the shotgun. Philadelphia, not much in the way of pass rush. Finished 23rd in sacks with 11. Instead, kind of prefers the double team, where Duke finished 3rd in the league with 552 double team called. Success was a little bit lighter, 18th in the league at 12%. Could use a correct call here against Mahomes. Mahomes is the antidote to 3rd and longs. Los Angeles offense, number 1 in the league in conversions from 3 to 6 to 10 yards. Led the league in conversion percentage from this range. And that Mahomes short pass right card is the reason why, and also some capable receivers. Short pass. It's to Javonte. Avoids the double team. Trying to avoid the receiver and just get to Mahomes' card. Doesn't. Stays on Duke's card. Incomplete. It's going to be 4th and 10. So after that initial first down pass to Gesicki, drive really couldn't get going. And the Rams are going to punt away. We have a fumble. We do. It's recovered by the Rams. Agnew fumbled it. Hamler is on it. We await the return decision. The answer is no on the fumble return, which is a wise decision, I think, in this case. 1st and 10 at the 26. Early, big play. Michael and I were just talking about that post game as well for those that caught the broadcast. And I said specifically, you don't like games to turn on punt return fumbles and interception returns for touchdowns. You like it to sort of turn on, who wins the chess match of play calling. But it's early. There's only 13-12 left in the first quarter. Philadelphia cannot be too disheartened. And, of course, they have a chance to stop right now as well. Here's a guessed wrong line buck, and it's going to be a touchdown, so that chance is not taken. 6 points quickly for Dobbins. Up the middle. Hits the 12 roll. Touchdown, Rams. Graham Gano on for the extra point. The kick is good. 7-0 Rams. 12:54 left. First quarter. And the Eagles will get their first possession here from the 28-yard line. Kirk Cousins has Pollard behind him as the main back. Pollard top 20 in all 3 run categories. So you see the diversity of running here for Pollard and for Dobbins. Of course, Pollard brings with him more carries, and then you start off with an end run. Guessed wrong. An opportunity for Pollard. Nobody home against this good run defense. Gets a short gain, 12 yards, up to the 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Philadelphia is 7th in the league in running on first down and 10 to go. And it shows up there. Talked about the diversity of Pollard. Well, here's a flat pass to Juszczyk against a 4. Guessed wrong. Looking for good yardage here. Does not get it. Incomplete on Juszczyk's card. Lots of good numbers in there, but has a couple misses. And found one of them, 2nd and 10. Juszczyk is the most targeted flat pass target for these Eagles. He finished 6th in the league in flat pass targets. 2nd and 10. Off tackle, Pollard. Nobody home. Guessed wrong. Needs success on this play. Should get it and does. 7 yards, 3rd and 3. Up to the 47-yard line. Philadelphia, middle of the pack on 3rd down conversions. 14th in success. Ram defense, surprisingly, had trouble. 19th in defense, which isn't trouble, but for as good as the defense is. Guessed right this time. Defense needs the offensive card. They get it. Makes the stop. 4th and 3. And it's very strong punt positioning here for Philadelphia. Scott's 53 yards out. Can he get down card? He can't get down card, and it's going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback. And that'll give Los Angeles, who I almost called Kansas City right there. I almost called them Kansas City because of Mahomes, but gives Los Angeles a chance to build the lead here early. Not even 5 minutes gone by first quarter. Score remains 7-0. 1st and 10 from the 20 for the leading Rams. Block and back formation, non-blitzing 4-3. Don't expect to see a lot of blitz from Philadelphia today. It's a line buck. Dobbins, guessed wrong. Going to get just 4. A successful play by the technical definition, but we know that Michael was hoping for more there. 2nd and 6. Dobbins stays in the blocking back. Even though I've played Michael twice, I'm not sure if he brings Williams in. He'll get a long pass, guessed wrong. It's incomplete. Hits Mahomes 11. The interception split, guessed wrong. Would have been picked, I believe, guessed right. Brings up a 3rd and 6. Wait for the formation for the Rams. 3rd and 6 from their own 24. Rams led the league in short passing. We talked about from this distance. We talked about the fact that they're also number 1 in the league in conversions from this distance. Not a coincidence at all. And the one thing the Rams might lack is strong pass blocking, but not the matchup kind of favors them here today because there's not much of a strong pass rush from Philadelphia. It's about ducking those double teams, which is why we saw the pass to Javonte Williams on the last 3rd and 6. Michael knows that Philadelphia tends to double as their 3rd down strategy as opposing to blitz, and going to your halfback is one way to duck it. Goes 3 wide, this time with Gesicki as the fullback. Three-3-5. See some pass rush come in here. Not much. Maybe it's just a switch. That brought the downgrade from 4-3. In any event, 3rd and 6. Short pass, Zay Jones. He is double teamed correctly. Can Mahomes find one of his few completions just in between it? 4th down and 6. Tiptoed around the double team completion. And Philadelphia gets out unscathed. Punting away for 59 yards. Cole back up to the 17-yard line. He gets 11. Not a particularly strong card for that number 2 back. As a team, Philadelphia finished 22nd in punt returns. They had 25 returns during the regular season combined. And now gives it another shot. Second drive for these Eagles, down 7-0. Short pass, guessed wrong. Go looking for Pollard. His favorable defensive matchup. Does not cash it in. Cousins finds one of his blanks. 2nd and 10. Philadelphia spreads out the passing. Not necessarily a small ball oriented team. Finished right in the middle league across all 3 pass categories. Here's an end run guessed wrong to Pollard. Defensive end cannot make the play. Robinson is a 5. The 6 white die gives the Eagles 7 yards. They make it 3rd and 3 from their own 35, about halfway through the first quarter. Showing pro set here, opening up the possibility of Juszczyk. See if we can sneak in a look at his card here. Guessed wrong, he does fine. I guess the idea would be to prevent some keying. In these 3rd and 3 spots, he does like to run, leads the league, and there you see the run. Juszczyk guessed wrong. He can convert this. Linebacker in zone, though. Juszczyk looking for 3. Gets 6. First down, Philadelphia, at their own 41. Back to the blocking back formation. Ayuk and Pickens, the receivers. Three, 4. This defense is good enough that usually don't have to blitz. Flat pass, Juszczyk. The 4 is out there, guessed right. Gets 5 yards. 2nd and 5. Juszczyk, with those flat pass targets, finished 51st in the league in total targets. Had 121 targets throughout the regular season. Second on the team only to Tony Pollard's 131, which is interesting. Look in pass. Man is there. He's a 6, but it's guessed wrong. Complete for 10. First down. Into Rams territory at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10. 6 minutes left first quarter. Rams continue to lead 7-0. Linebuck Pollard. Guessed wrong. Nobody's there. 16 yards with the double boxes. Up to the 28-yard line. First down. Eagles trying to climb out from a punt return fumble that prevented them from having their first possession and led to a touchdown the next play for the Rams. Look in past Ayuk. 6 is there. Guessed right. We rate the roll. It's a short gain on the 3. Would have been an elevated INT on the defensive card with this excellent pass D. Instead, 15 yards to the 13-yard line. Philadelphia, some mixed results in the red zone this year on offense. 23rd in overall efficiency. While this Rams D, number 1 in red zone defense. Second fewest touchdowns. 4th fewest field goals. 5th fewest trips. Short pass, Pickens on first down. Looking for it right here. Guessed right. Not much pressure. And the roll. Pass rush comes in. Fumble. It's picked up by the offense. A 16% sack for Bosa comes in on a 7 roll on the 100 die. Makes it 2nd and 18. Neither team really lives off the sack. As a matter of fact, the Rams had only 5 sacks all year long, 30th in the league. Also 30th in sack win percentage at just 8%. Also 30th in yards per sack at just 4.2. Gets 8 yards there, though, and it's 2nd and 18. This offensive line for the Eagles did pretty well, mostly because they limited sack chances, just 70 sack chances throughout the entirety of the regular season. Long pass, Juszczyk. He's double-teamed. Nice call here. Looking to prevent the turnover if you're the Eagles. They get the long gain on the 10. How? How did I correctly double-teamed by who? What? No, what? Okay, so we must have had the linebacker coming in, which brought it to a guessed right situation instead of double team. It happened a little too fast for me to see it, but that's probably what occurred. It went to the long pass right column of Cousins, hit the 10, long gain, touchdown. We are tied at 7 with that extra point. And the Eagles, I guess it's fortunate, but, so is a punt return fumble. So let's call it even. Tied at 7. We are even. 3:54 left, first quarter. Guest run on Dobbins. He's going to lose a yard on his card. 2nd and 11. And run guessed right to Dobbins. Whose card's it going to? It's going to the defensive card. But Kappa can't make the block. It's going to be 3rd and long. Once again for these Chiefs. For these Rams. How many times am I going to do that today? And the thing is, I broadcasted a Chiefs playoff game last night in the stock league. So I've seen a lot of Mahomes lately, and I've seen a lot of the Chiefs lately. So it's going to happen a few more times if I had to guess. 3 wide. Javonte Williams checks in at halfback. Zay Jones is not doubled up. It goes to his card. He gets 10, first down. So there's one of those third and longs for this Rams team. Puts them up to the 36-yard line of their own 36 with 2:06 left first quarter. Slow-moving first quarter. Blocking back with Dobbins and Gesicki. Croft takes the tight end position. Off tackle, Dobbins guessed wrong, nobody home. Gets 7. So we're up to 5 runs for Dobbins now. 8 left till he hits the first fatigue level. He routinely hits the fatigue levels for Michael's Ram squad. And just runs them right through. Guessed right end run to Dobbins. Just going to get a yard. So 3rd and 2 for these Rams. This situation, they do prefer to run. See if they stick with tendencies. We saw in my Shreveport Atlanta game, Shreveport buck a lot of tendencies, which is a great thing to do in the playoffs because you know you're being studied. Let's see what happens here. First, we need a formation. We have 3 wide. Rams were in this spot 28 times this year. Guessed right only 39% of the time. Good for 3rd best in the league in guessing. And maybe this is why. Showing 3 wide and running might be the formula. We'll see. From the 44, we await the defensive formation. I shouldn't say this, but I'm very happy that we haven't had any disconnects yet, given our troubles early on. Almost guarantees that this delay is a disconnect, doesn't it? All right, 4-3. So goes 4-3. That opens some things up if they do want to pass. I mean, Dobbins is not your best short pass catcher, but it's impossible for him to be double teamed here. It's also impossible to put 2 men in the looking pass zone, but there's a 6 there. So a couple nice mitigating factors for Duke to make this call to go to 4-3 against a 3 wide. Linebuck Dobbins, guessed right. Linebacker's up there. He's going to get that 1 yard, so he's a yard short. 4th and 1 from the 45. Rams come in 9th highest, fourth down conversion attempts. Nope, scratch that. 29th, 9th fewest against, but 29th for. So they do not like going forward on 4th down. And accordingly, we see a punt here, which is going to go to the 19-yard line, which I think was coffin cornered. It was. Fair catch is made right there, and we end the first quarter tied at 7 with the Eagles taking possession. It's a guess wrong run to Pollard. Nobody home. Off tackle. Looking for an opportunity. Gets 1, but only gets 2 yards. +2 on the 6, +3 on the 7, and of course 0 on the 5. Those are the rules you need to avoid. Not easy to avoid them. Right in the heart of the card, 2nd and 8. Blocking back formation. Pollard and Juszczyk in the backfield. Flat pass. Pollard. One man there is a 4. Going to get 7 yards. Going to be another 3rd and short. Got a lot for both teams. It's 3rd and 1 from the 28. Pro set. Like we've seen in some of these 3rd and shorts for Philadelphia so far. We've seen a Juszczyk run successfully here in this spot previously. What do we see here? Guessed right end run for Juszczyk. Need to go to the defensive card if you're the Eagles. It doesn't. Loss of 4. Going to bring on the punting unit. It's 4th and 5 from the 24. J.K. Scott, 76 yards out, goes 60 yards to the 16. Javon Holland calls for a fair catch. So the punt flips field position nicely for the Eagles. Rams start out inside their own 20, 12:54 left, second quarter, tied at 7. Rams finished 2nd in the league in end runs, meaning when they chose a run, which run did they choose? 31% of the time it was an end run. And that's partially from Dobbins, but also Mahomes, who has 3 very, very strong end runs. And now Hunt checks in. Hunt also hits all 3 zones. His highest ranked zone is end run, 34th in the league in end run attempts. And here's an off tackle. End run was covered up. Off tackle was not. 8 yards on Hunt's card. 2nd and 2 now from the Rams' 24-yard line. Blocking back again with Hunt. Versus the 4-3 on this 2nd and 2. Rams came into this game number 1 in the league running in this spot. Everything else was ranked 20th or lower. And there's that run off tackle. Man is there. Going to make a play, but still the first down is made. And it's a 1st and 10 for now from the 26-yard line. Down to 11:42 left, second quarter. Blocking back versus 4-3. Hunt stays in. Hunt's a good change of pace, has a decent card, doesn't fumble. Here's an end run. Looking for a block, doesn't get it. 2 yards, 2nd and 8. So far, these teams sort of going down marker to down marker outside the Juszczyk long pass touchdown for the Eagles. Here's a short pass, guessed wrong. It's going to be incomplete. Caden Ellis made the play. He's a 5. White Die was 5. 3rd and 8. We've been seeing Williams in the backfield here. We're going to take a closer look at Williams. You see 3 pass block for Dobbins. And he stays in now on this 3rd and 8 from their own 28. Dobbins, quite weak short pass. The 6 is Fred Warner. So No opportunity to elude containment if he stays home. In addition to Mahomes' short pass guard, of course, the must-runs come along with it as well, when not double-teamed at least. DJ Moore is not double-teamed. Nice chance here. Not going to get it. DJ Reed makes the play. Eagles hold. 4th and 8. Another punt. Keelan Cole fields the punt, gets 11 yards on the return. Philadelphia will start out from their own 33-yard line. Rams punted 4 more times than their opponents this year, which was 18th in the league. To see all these punts. Philadelphia punted 17 fewer times than their opponents, which is good for 4th in the league. So far, we have a punt fest for the most part. It's a guessed right off tackle on 1st down. Gets as good of a reading as he could have hoped for. 8 yards, 2nd and 2. That defensive card 8 shows up. Good call by the D, but it doesn't pay off. Now pro set in this 2nd and 2. This 3-4 defense is tough to crack. Linebuck looking for the 1st down. Linebacker is there. It's Wagner, who's a 6. Just going to get a yard on the dreaded 5. So 3rd and 1 now, yet again, for the Eagles. Clock down to 9 minutes left, first half. Eagles get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. Pro set versus 3-4. Short pass, guessed right, 3 men in zone. Not much of a pass rush coming. Incomplete. 4th and 1 from their own 42 in this tight game. Expect a punt. We see it. Scott is on the field. 58 yards away from the end line. He gets 45 of that 58. So from the 13-yard line, Kute gets 15. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. So nice return to set up decent field position for these Rams. Rams came in a little troubled in field position. On average, 1 yard less than their opponent. They averaged the 27-yard line. Their opponent's at 28. That was right in the middle of the league, though. 18th, -1. -1 yard ranked 18th. The Eagles were 4th best in the league at +3. Field position so far likely, I can check the box score, but likely led right now by the Rams due to the punt fumble. Guess wrong and run. Kareem Hunt is the carrier. He is going to lose 3 yards. Akeem Hicks makes the play. 2nd and 13. Duke carries Akeem Hicks over in frozen tundra as well. I traded him over there. Long pass, guessed wrong. Opportunity here for Mahomes. Can he cash it in? He can. Long gain, 32 yards. That away column 7 limits the damage. So they're up to the Philadelphia 43-yard line. Just past halfway mark here in the 2nd quarter. Hit it on the 8 on Mahomes' card. I believe that's good, right or wrong. Indeed it is. Now we have a linebuck Dobbins. He gets 4. Guessed wrong. 2nd and 6. Hunt now back in. Seems like a lot of plays have been run in this game so far, which kind of favors the Eagles. Flat pass, Hunt, 2 men there, incomplete, guessed wrong on Mahomes 4, blank. Brings up a 3rd and 6 from the Philadelphia 39-yard line. Let's check out the Rams' kicking situation here. Graham Gano out to the 40, 2 through 7, 11, 12. So it's pretty nice out here, though faces a significant amount of variable risk from the 39, which cuts that percentage down, the effective percentage down. Stays blocking back here, which sort of indicates a possible 2-down territory scenario. It's a 3-3-5 blitz for the Eagles. So we see a blitz coming. Interesting play call here. Checking the pass blocking. Jaceki doesn't bring any. If he goes out, though, Dobbins does fill in for him as a 3 when you're in blocking back. We await the play call. Short pass to Dobbins. Guessed right, 4 men. Looking for that Mahomes completion, not looking for receiver. Almost intercepted, incomplete. And it's going to be 4th and 6 from the 39. Likely punt here, but we'll see. The way this game's been going, it seems a coffin corner and field position is the way to go, but have Mahomes, you have a better chance than just about anybody to convert. Decisions. Gonna punt. So 4th and 6 in the Philadelphia 39-yard line. 6 minutes left, second quarter. Here's a coffin corner. It goes 39 yards, which is exactly to the end zone line. So it's a touchback. Just missed. 1st and 10 for the Eagles from their own 20. Now under 6 minutes left. That limited long gain, home field advantage, probably. Those yards were the difference between a field goal attempt and not for the Rams. Short pass, Pollard, 3 men in zone. Incomplete on the interception split. 2nd and 10. Linebuck, Pollard, 1 man is there, guessed wrong. The left guard makes the block. Good for 5 yards, brings up 3rd and 5 now. So contain is on. And we see the pro set even in this 3rd and medium situation. Let's see if they go 3-4 or go to nickel here, the Rams defense. These 6s there is very much highly incentivized to stay 3-4 and does so. There's no way those runs get through unless it's some defensive card shenanigans. 2 men in zone, guessed right, look in pass. It goes the defensive card. A yard is picked up. But that's not near enough. 4th and 4. From their own 26, Philadelphia is going to punt away. We're still tied at 7 with 4:12 left here in the first half. A 45-yard punt goes to the 29-yard line. Return for 15 yards again. And KC starts, the Rams start out with good field position at their own 44-yard line. Dobbins in the backfield. He's going to run it wrong. Gets 6. A barely acceptable amount on a guessed wrong end run for Dobbins. 2nd and 4 is a favorable situation as Snell checks in. Blocking back versus 4-3. Snell's highest ranking is an off tackle where he's 40th in the league. Has not run an end run all year. Flat pass Jasecki. There is one man there. He's a 4, and it's going to get the 6 die. So that's a short gain on the 7 roll. Just 11 yards. No complaints, though, from the Rams as they move into Philadelphia territory at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10. 3 minutes left, second quarter. Hunt in the backfield on this 1st and 10. End run. Mahomes guessed right. Looking for blocking back help. Does not get it. Well called by the D. Mahomes now down to 2 end runs. That's his first use of the game. 2nd and 12. As the Rams are trying not to make it a trend that they get hung up right at the fringe of field goal range here. They have 2 opportunities to break out of that here. The first one comes on this 2nd and 12. 2:24 left, first half. Blocking back versus 4-3. Off tackle, guess wrong. Nobody's there. Short gain for Hunt, 16 yards. There's the breakthrough play these Rams were looking for. Really haven't had much success in sustaining drives, but now they're in business at the 2-minute warning at the Philadelphia 25-yard line. Dobbins stays in. Check on Dobbins' carries. He has 4 left at the first fatigue level. It's an end run guessed wrong for Dobbins. Defensive end can't make the play on the 4 roll. Dunlap's a 0 out there, makes it 2nd and 5. Snell back in. He got out of bounds on the play. So 1:52 left here in the half. Philadelphia gets the ball third quarter. Short pass, guessed wrong. 4 men in zone. Complete for 10. Hit the 9 roll, but stayed on Mahomes' card. And it's 1st and goal now from the 10-yard line, which is a lot better than the 9-yard line. Whole playbook is open. And linebackers are off the ball. Clock ticks to 1:22. Hard not to keep Dobbins here. You want that threat of the auto touchdown and a short gain. His carries are waning, but this is an important part of the game. Dobbins stays in. Defense has flexibility here under 2 minutes, but most likely to see a base D. We do, and they're blitzing. That brings, is it Savage, who's a 4, potentially in for run support. Draws are possible here, and you tend to see them more from the 10-yard line, as you'd rather lose a yard than gain a yard at the 10. Typically, all things being equal. Not all the time, but typically. It's a flat pass. It's guessed wrong. 9 yards to the 1. Well, clock is going to roll. Let's see if the Eagles use their first timeout. They don't. Down to 52 seconds. Which makes me curious about the Eagles' kicking situation. It's pretty good with McManus. Full house backfield. It's Snell and Dobbins. Oh, interesting. Now, you tend to think Dobbins isn't going to get it here, not going to use a carry for a yard when you have Mahomes and Snell as options, but that might be just the right thing to do then, since nobody expects it. Let's see. Full house. It's a short pass. Guessed wrong. 3 men. Touchdown. Gesicki brings it in on his card. 13-7 Rams. Gano on for the extra point. It's good. With 37 seconds to work with, the Eagles can try to scratch out some points. The kickoff. We await the kickoff. Following a touchdown is one of those classic spots where the game can get hung up. In particular, it can get hung up for those watching. We wonder. Not hung up. Good news. Touchback. Keeps the clock at 37 seconds. Saw McManus' card. He has a little bit of range. He's effective out there to the 39. Short pass. Ayuk. 4 men in zone. Incomplete. Difficulty here, pressing your luck, is that you're facing an excellent pass D, and the chance of a pick is looming out there. Short pass again. 4 men in zone. Ayuk. Incomplete again. You see that 2 through 8 pick looms large on that card. 4 men. 3rd and 10. Zacchaeus is the third wide receiver here. Henry stays in at tight end. He can't go deep, so he's probably not viewed as much of a threat. Short pass, Zacchaeus. Plenty of blitzers coming. 12 yards, first down. Philadelphia has all their timeouts, so they'll use one here, you would imagine, as they are about 23, 24 yards away from field goal range. Technically, you can try it out, I think, to the 44 with variable and have a shot, but has just 2 plays to get into that range to get those 20 plus yards. It's a long pass to Pollard. There's 2 men back there. Lots of INTs, incomplete. Hit the INT split for the short pass on the 9 roll. So kind of lucky he went deep, despite 2 men being there. Now shows a blocking back formation here with 8 seconds left in the half. Needs 20-something. Might look to Pollard to deliver, as it's just a safer play, and it would be his end run where he looked to it. And that's where he goes, looking for the big one. Can he get it? Yes, 28 yards. Pollard hits the 12, up to the 35 and into field goal range. Carries a little bit of variable risk, not much. But we will see a field goal attempt here from Brandon McManus. The kick from 52 is no good. He hit the 8 roll on a 2 through 7, 11, 12. Disappointing for the Eagles. Had a chance to double up, getting the ball here in the third quarter, but could not make it. And Duke is asking for a couple minutes. We'll take that break with him. Wish we had a screen to put up for you. Let's see here. I really don't think we have any. Let me see what I can do. Stand by. Okay, I think something's uploading here, and I'll be able to take a break. I'll have a little unrelated scroll of Strat stuff, but you'll at least have a little music. Downloading. Come on. Here we go. We'll be back. Well, that did not take long at all. We have kickoff to the 25. It's a touchback. And the Eagles will try again. It's 14-7. Rams lead. Let's take a look here and make sure we get this first half stats on the video for posterity. Pretty even in yards. Flat pass usage here. 2010 carries. Lose the yard on first down, second 11. Not much flash from the offense, and when we saw it, didn't turn into much. We saw the long pass to Moore end up in a punt. Then we saw the Pollard run around the end, end up in the missed field goal. End run Pollard. Looks like a man is there looking for Pollard's card if you're the Eagles. Gets it, just 4 yards. Third and long. Take a look at Philadelphia's rank here. Finished 10th in the league converting on 3rd and 6 to 10 yards. The Rams' defense finished 16th. What does Philadelphia like to do here? Well, they're 5th in the league in flat passing here. 28th in short, interestingly. Let's see what Duke dials up. Is that right? No, that can't be right. 11th in short pass. Pardon me. But still 7th in flat pass. So goes short, Pollard. Working those matchups against the linebacker. Goes to the defensive card. Incomplete, 4th and 7. Scott on for the punt. J.K. Scott, a short one, puts it at the 34. 1 yard return. So quick 3 and out for the Eagles. Disappoints on both drives at the start and end of the half. And it's a 1st and 10, 35. My phone is ringing. I'm going to ignore it for now. Off tackle Hunt. Nobody back either. Short gain, gets 15 up to midfield. And the Rams have a chance here to open up a 2-score lead and put the Eagles firmly into chase mode. Definitely not desperation mode, definitely not anything like that. I mean, just to be down 2 scores in the third quarter is not a big deal, but it does kind of give you a certain pace to the game. Off tackle Hunt gets 4 yards here on this first down from midfield up to the 46, 2nd and 6. 12 minutes left third quarter. Yeah, nothing wrong with being down 10 or 14 in the third quarter. You can keep your offense running. Third and 6 now. After a no gain from Hunt, guessed right. So Philadelphia in a position to get off the field. Important play right here. First down means a likely shot at scoring for these Rams. A stop means Philadelphia's right in the thick of things here. 4 wide with Gesicki, giving Philadelphia the maximum amount of double team options, trying to minimize that percentage. They go standard 3-3-5. There's a chance of a Mahomes end run, but that one die looms as well. And of course, we have Container. Yeah. Short pass more. Incomplete. Coffin corner punt. Goes for 42 yards. So a good punt puts the Eagles at the 4-yard line. So they have a bit of a hole to dig out of, but they're very happy to escape that drive with no scoring for the Rams. First task is to wrench back field position. Second task is to get on the scoreboard. And if you're going to wrench back field position, you have to avoid a 3 and out here. Blocking back with Pollard. It's a flat pass to Henry. Up against a 0 out there, guessed right, incomplete on Henry's card. Lots of nice little gains around there, but hit the 8 roll. It makes it 2nd and 10. Blocking back with Pollard. Up against a 3-4. Not blitzing here. Off tackle. Nobody home. Guessed wrong. Opportunity for Pollard to get some yards. But he gets that 5, 6, 7. He lands on the 6. Just 2 yards, 3rd and 8. Second time he's landed there. Again, not too surprising, given the propensity to all the chances to hit a 5 or a 6 or a 7. Not quite half the chances on the card. 3rd and 8. A shotgun with Juszczyk in this 3 wide. Rams were 22nd in the league in double teams called, just 196 this year. Did pretty well guessing him, though. 12th in the league at 13%. We await the call. Short pass, Ayuk. Guessed right. Incomplete. 4th and 8 coming up. Don't want to be stuck in 3rd and longs against this excellent pass D. Needs a nice boomer here from Scott. 9:36 left, 3rd quarter. Plenty of time. Lots of things can happen, of course. It's a 14-7 ball game. Punt block is on. It just goes 33 yards from the Philadelphia 39-yard line. The return goes for a bounce. Did not the answer punt return? No. And it bounced 10 yards back to the 49. So the Rams will start in Eagles territory, but at the 49-yard line, 1st and 10, 9:18 left third quarter, with these Rams up 14-7. Short pass, Jasecki gets 11 yards, gets the 10-yard bounce right back, and then an extra yard for the fun of it. 1st and 10 to 38. Now that 10-yard bounce roll, I think, 10-yard bounce roll was a roll of a 10. Okay, I thought it might have been 11 for some reason. Dobbins gets 3 yards on first down, up to the 35, 2nd and 7. Rams win. They face the Chargers in the second round. Eagles win. They face the Browns. Blocking back with Dobbins. Managed to stay out of fatigue. Getting very close, though. 2 carries left. Not the end of the world to get to first level. Especially when your business is getting short gains. It's a flat pass to Dobbins. It's guessed wrong. The linebacker is going to make the play, holds him to a yard, keeps it at 3rd and 6, and holds him back at the 34-yard line. Gano decent from this range, but a nice stop nonetheless to bring up a 3rd and long. Blocking back versus a blitzing 3-3-5. Yeah, a sack would be really, really handy here. Just about to say that. Decided not to because it's the sort of lack of pass rush, but safety can bring some. You can get lucky. You can take a score away. Or a scoring opportunity. It's an end run to Dobbins. The end makes the play. It's just a yard up to the 33, 4th and 5. And it's a punt from the 33. Offense takes a timeout. Yeah, I was a little bit surprised. Here's Gano. He has to use a timeout. Gano's kick is good right down the middle. It's 17-7. He got some variable help to make it 2 through 10. Didn't need it. And the Eagles find themselves down 10 points. Plenty of time. 6:36 left third quarter. First and second down seem to be critical here to not face the teeth of this excellent pass D, which has been landing a bunch on those defensive cards. And Cousins' card isn't Mahomes either. So you need to sort of stay ahead of down and distance. And he has time to do it here. End run Pollard, guessed wrong. Here's an opportunity, guessed wrong with nobody home. Can Pollard take advantage? He gets 5. That works. 2nd and 5. From their own 30-yard line. 6 minutes left third quarter. And we have an incompletion to make it 3rd and 5. So can't inch ahead on 2nd and 5 to break the containment rule. But flat pass is very much in play here. Doesn't have to go short. All three zones really are open. Have to think the defense is thinking flat, so maybe you take a shot. If not, be conservative and go flat. As a defensive coach, I know he's had so much trouble with short passing that I doubt he goes back there this time. But that's what I'd be thinking. Doesn't mean he can't. He most certainly could. And it's a flat pass. And Henry is double teamed, looking for a double team completion. It's picked off. Quandre Diggs right there, looking for the flat pass touchdown. Does he get it? He does. Touchdown, Rams. And they take control here with a big pick six, well earned on a double team. It's 23-7. Gano on for the extra point. It's good. And now the Eagles have a tough road to hoe. Blocking back versus 3-4. It's 24-7. Rams lead the Eagles. 5:24 left, third quarter. Short pass, Pollard. Incomplete on Cousins' card on the 9 roll. So happy to have it on Cousins' card. End run, Pollard. Just gets a yard. 3rd and long. Down 3 scores. 4:30 left, third quarter. The difficulty in this comeback is that this Rams defense can put teams in a box, and it feels like the Eagles are a bit in a box. They need some rolls here. Short pass Houston. Can he get a roll here? Lots of pass rush coming. Incomplete on that 4-man card. 4th and 9. Punt unit is on. And it's a nice one. Puts the Rams back to their own 8-yard line. First and 10. Too tight with Hunt versus a 4-3. Guessed wrong. Nobody home. Just going to get a yard on his card. 2nd and 9. Down to 3:18 left. Too tight again with Hunt. End run guessed right. Still gets 5 yards. Nice call by Duke, but it's the one of the best rolls you can get on Hunt's card. Makes it 3rd and 4. Rams like everything here except the flat pass. It's a nice barbell-looking tendency, which is my favorite type of tendency to strive for. Running or long passing. So 3rd and running and 8th and short. 7th and long. You see the long pass. It's guessed wrong and 27 yards. Just like that. Up to the 41-yard line. And the Rams wrench back field position, which would have been a building block potentially for an Eagle comeback. That's wiped away. 2:06 left, third quarter. Linebacker Hunt, 2 yards, guessed wrong. 2nd and 8. Guessed right run to Snell. Going to get 4 yards thanks to the 6 blocking of Croft, who easily takes care of the 4 white roll. And it is 3rd and 4. Prime punting position here, if it comes to it, for the Rams. Which is a pretty decent consolation prize if they can't get this conversion. Off tackle Snell, looking for 4. The tackle cannot make that block. So it's 4th and 2, 51 yards out. Let's see what Pinion does here. Don't believe we have a major return threat back there. It's Agnew. Fair catch. Pins the Eagles back at their own 11 as the third quarter concludes. We're on to the fourth. Rams lead 24-7 over the Eagles. Blocking back formation. Starts with a flat pass, gets 5 yards. Needs 3 scores in 14-24. You can take your time down the field. Your defense just has to be stellar if you do it. Flat pass, Ayuk. So another flat pass, this time incomplete. Seems to have trouble getting 2 good plays in a row. 6 roll, yards were there, hits the receiver, incomplete. 3rd and 5. Could be 2 down territory on a 4th and 1, 4th and 2 even. And I guess we're going to find out. This is a 4-yard gain, 4th and 1 from their own 20, 13:30 left. Probably have to go for it here. Yeah, going for it. Yeah. So this is an important gamble for the Eagles to keep hope alive. It's a line buck to Cousins. Can he get that 1 yard? He can. First down, Philadelphia. 12:54 left, fourth quarter. Still 79 yards to get here. End run Pollard. Looking for a big long gain. Gets 5 yards. Is that home long gain chart working for him? If he could hit that 11. Looking pass. Ayuk on 2nd and 5 with nobody home. Short gain, 17 yards. First and 10. Up to their own 43-yard line. 11:42 now on the clock. using the flat pass. Needs more gains like that. Here's a short pass to Pollard. 3 men. Incomplete on Cousins. Somewhat barren short pass right card. 2nd and 10. Cousins could have a pretty nice card next year. Not that it's bad this year. It's middle of the pack looking. End run, Pollard. Guessed wrong. Needs some yards here. Gets that long gain. 64 yards. He is going to be in. So we just talked about that long gain home chart. And it works really well to perfection for the Eagles. They're down 11. McManus on for the extra point. His kick is barely good. Oh, it's good. On a 9. Makes it 24-14, 11:06 left. McManus will kick away here, I'm sure. And it's time for this Eagle defense to show up. They've done a pretty good job today controlling this Ram attack, that's for sure. Well, they really need to show up right now. This Eagle D was just across the board fantastic against the pass. Second fewest completions, lowest completion percentage. Second fewest yards. Here's a long pass to Zay Jones. Can they stop Mahomes here? Nobody back there. It's a long gain, 36 yards. They're just rolling off the stats on this pass D. And they give up the long gain, 0 men. Puts the Rams at the 39, a usual spot for these Rams, it seems. And they go too tight. So that away long gain chart, again, could have an effect on things. May not be a fatal blow. Short pass, Jasecki. He's doubled up, looking for the pick. Doesn't get it. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Too tight versus 4-3. Every down crucial right now for this D. Long gain might have hurt emotionally, but it's not going to hurt at all, except field position, and you can make 2 plays in a row here. It's a flat pass, 2 men in zone, looking for the pick, doesn't get it. The 5 shows up on the 2 men in zone defensive flat pass card, but it's 3rd and 10. 1 step closer to getting the ball back. They go blocking back here. Interesting formation. First down feels fatal. Field goal on this kind of doesn't, but a 35-yard run is held. Fred Warner right there makes the play. 4th and 2. Goes on to make it a 13-point game. The kick is no good. It's been blocked. Looking for the return. Philadelphia has control of the ball. Here it comes. Can he get a special roll right here, right now? No. 3 yards. And the Eagles hold. And they get field position flipped. 59 yards to go at their own 41-yard line, down 24-14, 9 minutes left. For all the yards on that drive, it was still a quick one. And that's really what mattered. You know, the flat passing and whatnot's okay, but you got to get the ball back fast. And they did. Off tackle on first down, just 2 yards, 2nd and 8. Very different situation now, down 2 scores. You can really do whatever you want. You have your timeouts to work with if you're trying to wrench back that last possession. If you can get a score here. Short pass, Pollard, 3 men in zone. Not much blitz. Can Cousins find a completion? Short pass. Yes! He's been targeting Pollard most of the day because of the defensive matchup, and it pays off there. 5 white die versus Adrian Phillips 4 means 15 yards for Pollard up to the Rams' 42-yard line, 7:48 left fourth quarter. These Eagles are down 10 points. Blocking back versus 3-4. Linebuck Pollard, nobody home, guessed wrong. Looking for a chunk. Gets a short gains, another 16 yards for Pollard. Pollard, 16 runs, 177 yards, and a score. Puts the Eagles at the Rams 26, 7:12 left. Long pass, Juszczyk from the 26-yard line. Nobody back there. Must runs for 9. He'll take that all day. 2nd and 1 now from the 17. I probably wouldn't have the guts to throw a long pass there. So nice call from Duke. I'd sort of just be focused on getting my points and trying to get the ball back. But it worked out. Can he get this first down guessed right? Yes. Though the block was not made, only need a yard, got 2, 1st and 10 now for the Eagles from the Rams 15. Blocking back versus 3-4. Not showing blitz in this situation. You might consider it, but Juszczyk's a 4, which mitigates things a little bit. So handy that 4-man short pass is such a strong, and it's a double team. Incomplete. Nicely called by Coach Michael. Makes it 2nd and 10 now. 5:42 left fourth quarter. From the 15-yard line and going in. Blocking back again versus 3-4. Short pass. Pickens, 4-man in zone. Incomplete on the 10. 3rd and 10. What kind of chance do you take here? We've got a pathway to tie this game up with a gimme field goal. Do you risk an interception against an excellent pass D here and fire in short pass? We saw Philadelphia go conservative on 3rd and 5 earlier and go to the flats where ended up in a pick 6. Philadelphia really not prone to run in these spots, but might be contemplating it here. You see the first hint that Cousins is under center. That maybe that's what we have, but it is 3 wide. Contain not an issue for these linebackers. Not a major issue. Let's see. We wait the play call. 3rd and 10 from the Rams. It's a short pass to Pickens. He is double teamed. High interception chance here. Can he avoid it? He avoids it. 4th and 10. Sigh of relief from the Eagles sideline. McManus on from 32 yards out. Crucial field goal is good. 24-17. 5:06 left. Does not need to onside this kick. And will not, I'm sure, touchback. Dobbins has hit his first fatigue level. Not a big deal on a 1st and 10. We'll probably see him out there. Let's see. We do. Going too tight, breaking out of that blocking back formation that we've seen most of the game. Gesicki is on the right side, Croft on the left. Mahomes has 2 end runs left, but high probabilities of run calls here by the D. Linebuck Dobbins. It's guessed wrong. The center makes the block. Ben Jones, 10 yards. First and 10, up to the 35. Jones is a 5. It was a white roll of 5. Too tight once again with Dobbins. Dobbins 1 rush away now from the next fatigue level. We wait the play call. It's a linebucker. It's guessed right. It goes to the blocking back who doesn't exist. So loss of 1. Clock ticks to 3:36. At the 34-yard line now. A first down is a big deal in terms of field position. Certainly doesn't salt away the game. Second and 11. Too tight once again with Dobbins. It's a flat pass. DJ Moore guessed wrong. The linebacker makes the play on the 4 white die. He's a 5 out there. Brings up 3rd and 11. Now Mahomes can get 11 yards with ease. He's not one of those guys with 10 yards all over the place on his short pass card. He's got 1 completion for 10 right there on the 9 roll. But otherwise, he'll get you 11 yards. Too tight. Gives the opportunity for double teams all over the place going nickel. Yeah, so 2 safeties to double team with here for a double teaming coach. On 3rd and 11 plus, these Rams were 11th in the league in converting. Not blitzing on the nickel makes sense to me. Six yards. Mahomes' end run is limited, was going to be limited by Damone Clark, even if he hit that short gain. So it's 4th and 5, and it forces the punt. It's going to be a 57-yard punt. It's going to put him at the 3-yard line. Beautiful punt from Pinion. And the mountain just got a little bit steeper for these Eagles, who need to march 97 yards in 2 minutes and 24 seconds against an excellent pass defense. So check Pollard here. I don't think fatigue is going to matter. He's down to 4, but whatever. Going to be hunting that long gain home chart from Pollard here at least a couple times on this drive. And you see a 3-4 defense. Long pass to Pollard. Trying to avoid the pick, maybe get some yards. Let's see. It's a long gain. 54 yards. Does it hold up? It does. The 10 for Cousins hits again. And the Eagles are in business. 18% chance of a sack for Bosa comes up as 55. Then it heads over to Cousins' card, who has that long gain guessed right on 10. And nails it. Puts the Eagles up to the Rams 43, 2:06. Time not really a factor in terms of this drive on offense. Kind of a factor if you get that touchdown, but, meaning Mahomes going the other way. But Really can't afford to worry about that right now. Line Buck Pollard. Nobody home, guessed wrong. Looking for yards. Get 16 on the double boxes. Up to the 27. We're going to hit the warning. And the Eagles are at the Rams 27. That long gain was the break they needed to get a chance here. Another 2 men back now this time. The guard is going to make the play on this line buck guessed wrong with nobody home. So 5 yards, 2nd and 5. Clock ticks under 2 minutes. It rolls to 137. No timeouts taken, I don't think. The offense took a timeout on the 54-yard pass play, interestingly. Don't know that the Eagles' timeouts are really going to come into play anyway. 2nd and 5. Rams used a timeout earlier. Long pass use check once again. Nobody back there. Incomplete on the 7 roll. Avoid the INT split since it lands on Cousins' card. 3rd and 5 now. Cousins completes that short pass on 7. 2 plays to get 5 yards. Even a yard would have helped a lot to get out of contain. Instead, faces the 3rd and 5. Pro set versus the nickel. Got to wonder if that's a smokescreen. Flat pass, Ayuk. The 0 is there. Guessed right. Just needs some yards. Any yards. He'll take whatever he can get. Can't get it on Ayuk's card. It's 4th and 5. And the season is on the line for the Eagles right here. $1:22 left. From the Rams 22. We await the formation. Not many 4th down attempts for the Eagles this year from this range. I think 7. Contain is on. 4 yards, not going to do it. Cousins has a flat pass right completion of 4 in there. It's a pro set, a lot of versus a 3-3-5, a lot of double teaming opportunities here for the Rams in this particular formation matchup. It's an end run to Pollard. He's got to go to the defensive card to have a really good shot. Needs 5. He gets it because of the 3 white die. Contain fails. 1st and 10. Eagles. Wow. Defender is a 4, a 1 or a 2. He's a 5. A 5, yeah, a 1 or a 2 on the white die, and the game is over. Instead, it's a 3 on the white die, and the game goes on. 1 minute left. Pro set. Don't see a blitz here. Kind of with a minute left. I don't think the Rams are in just get in fast or let me get a big play and take you out of it mode. They're not in for high variance yet. They'll be in high variance mode soon if you get a short pass completion here, for example, but not yet. 1st and 10 from the 17. Pro set versus 3-3-5. It's a looking pass to Pollard. A 6 is there. 7 yards. Gets what he was looking for. Just a beautifully sort of crafted play to wind up at the 10-yard line. Right where you want to be. 2nd and 3. Will the clock run, or will these Rams take a timeout? It runs, I believe. Or does it? Yeah. So we have the possibility here of a 2-point conversion for the Eagles. We're going to take a quick look here while they fuddle through formations. Extra point, 2 through 10, 12. That's Gano. Sorry. I think McManus is a little worse, isn't he? Pro set versus a 3 through 5. Yeah, McManus is 2 through 10. You can make the case here, guys, especially with this clock going down. Defense takes a timeout. I'd probably be inclined to go for 2 if I got there at this point. I think overall, the Cards just are not in Philadelphia's favor. And if you have a chance to walk it off, probably take it. We'll see if it comes to it. First things first, you have an excellent pass D to worry about. 2nd and 3 from the 10 versus the 3-4. Out of the nickel to guard against that flat pass. It's a short pass to Ayuk. 3 men in zone. A little bit of pass rush coming. Can Cousins hit it? He can't! Hits the 5 on the 3 men, which is a blank on this excellent D. And just like that, we're back in to 3rd down here. 3 yards to go. 30 seconds left. Philadelphia with 2 timeouts. So if everything works out, they'd have a maximum of 5 plays to work with to get 10 yards. The moment they face a mini hurdle of this 3rd and 3. That I can tell you, Michael's probably not too worried about. Sort of would invite him to get inside to the 9 or 8 yard line. Would not be a bad thing. Lack of short gains on Pollard's card, etc. Take away that flat pass. He's more concerned about the short pass here, I'm sure, but we'll see. 3rd and 3. Seven-yard line for the first down. Again, not a bad spot if you're Coach Michael, if he gets there. Not blitzing, which makes sense. That excellent pass D makes a lot of sense to me. That 4th man in zone buys you a lot of defensive insurance. Short pass. Not much blitzing coming. Only 3 men in zone. It's to Pollard, though. Not the best receiver card. Can Cousins deliver? No! The receiver card of Pollard does come up, and it's incomplete. Let's take a stroll around the other receiving options. We have a incompletion for Pickens. Ayuk, also incomplete. So far, a clear conscious. Okay, Hunter Henry would have brought it in. And now, another 4th down. I like that Duke took the shots, short pass. Didn't try to dink and dunk, but now trying to buy himself a couple more plays with a 1st down. The whole playbook is open to him. It's kind of a nice advantage for the offense here from the 10. have Bobby Wagner out there who's a 6. Could stop a lot of things. To me, it's run a short pass. That's where I'm at offensively. Let him worry about the flat pass as a distraction. That's my personal take, but it could make a case for just about anything here with everything that is available. Here we go. 4th and 3. Game on the line. Season on the line for the Eagles. Facing a 3-4. It's do or die. We await the play call. It's an end run, Pollard. Nobody's home. Guessed wrong. Can he get 3? Here's the roll. Short gain. Touchdown. Touchdown, Tony Pollard. Now the question is 1 or 2 with 8 seconds left. We immediately turn to that question. Come on, go for 2, Duke. You can do it. Come on, Duke. You can do it. He does. Pollard now is fatigued. Let's take a look at his 2-yard gains. Ooh, it's pretty prominent there. Guessed right. You might need to call a timeout and get him out of there. Because those 2-yard gains turn to 1. And that's pretty impactful. I mean, it depends on the backup, and I don't have good knowledge of who the backup is, so there's that. From just a chalk perspective here, right? Very generic sort of square view of things. You're going to guess run on defense and put 4 men in your short pass zone and hope it goes to your card. Just given strengths and weaknesses and Cousins blanks and that sort of thing. But, again, that's sort of a square view. But if that square view comes to pass, is it Pollard you want back there carrying the ball with those 2s becoming 1s? And Usyk is not a very good guessed right runner, is he? Not really. Possible. Pro set means no upgrades for the blockers here. Interesting as well. Very interesting. Very interesting. Pro set 3-4. Season on the line now for both teams. It's yet another do or die play. Pro set versus 3-4. Short pass. Guessed right. 4 men in zone. Cousins drops back. No good. No good. Onside kick coming. It's recovered by the Eagles. They have another shot. There's life. This team won't die. 1 second left. 53 yards away on the field. Long gain chart in their favor. Very, very important right here. Hunting for that Cousins 10. Now, let's look at Pollard. I think he's got a couple shots, right? Yeah, he's got the 57. And then he's got that long gain. So 2 or 11 on his card. Now, 47 yards on the good defensive card on the end run. Let's take a look at that. End run is 36. So, that's Eagles. Did it again. I think they're both good, though. It doesn't much matter. Yeah, you're not going to get 47 around the end on the defensive card, I believe. What is that? 3 or... Yeah. So, yeah, and... Well, we'll see the formation. Formation will tell us a lot. Let's see that 2-point conversion play. A 55% chance of a sack. Hit the 56. If you would have completed that, that would have given Coach Michael some nightmares, but Pollard, who's done a little bit of everything today, couldn't haul it in. Formation decisions. So in Autumn Wind, we do not limit wide receivers, which I'm pretty sure means, you wouldn't see Hunter Henry in no matter the rule set here. It doesn't go deep. We're going to see 4 wide. And we do. And it's shotgun. So that takes away the end run possibility for Pollard. Pollard, not really a choice here. Long pass Ayuk. Needs that 10 again. Can he get it? No! The Rams win 24-23. It's a final score in a classic wildcard game. Congratulations to Coach Michael. Let's take a look at the stats. .392 for Philadelphia as they controlled the second half. 300 for the Rams. Third downs, a combined 4 for 26. Barely made 15%. Third down was a big trouble spot for both teams, and with the great pass defenses that these teams have had all year, it's not much of a surprise. Combined for 32 first downs. Cousins with the big pick 6 brought his rating down to 49.5. But tough sledding for him today. But he kind of endured, right? Endured and I think had a game he could sort of be proud of. Tony Pollard, speaking of games to be proud of, 213 yards on the ground, 88 yards in the air, could not bring in that. One-point game. The Rams will advance and face the Chargers in an intra-division matchup as we look ahead. Take down the pass rush matchup here. They, against their crosstown rivals, lost 13-7 in the first matchup. And in the second matchup, 15-9, 2 defensive battles. Now it sets up an Atlanta-Cleveland matchup, and we did not face each other this year. Atlanta and Cleveland had a great game last year that Cleveland pulled out with a Joe Burrow touchdown pass late in the game. Stared down a pass rush and drilled it in there for the game-winning score. But we did not face each other this year. Oops, seeing no one join. I think. Oh, there we go. Dennis has joined. Hi, Dennis.
Hey, I didn't watch it. Don't tell me what happened. I'm going to go back and watch the games.
All right, then get out of here.
All right, I was wondering if it was still going or something because I was like, oh.
Okay. Just ended. It's worth a watch.
Give
it a watch. Give it a watch.
Okay, right. See you guys.
So. Well, I guess I didn't invite the coaches in. I guess I just, if you'd like to join, please do. We'll wait another minute. No pressure. Give me a second here. So look at the ball possession while we take up that time. Take a look at the Eagles' last few possessions there in that fourth quarter. So there are your fourth quarter possessions for Philadelphia. 8 plays 89, 9 plays 44, 10 plays 97. Really stepped up. You said we need to get some rolls. That long gain to Pollard from the 4-yard line was really the sort of the key to the attempt at the comeback. And sort of what he needed. It looks like we don't have a joiner. We will wrap it up here. Congratulations again to the Rams, and we'll see you at a broadcast soon.